Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we're jumping right into, well, frankly, one of the most fascinating areas in tech right now, humanoid robots.
It really is heating up, isn't it?
Absolutely. And we've got a specific one to focus on today, a machine that's causing quite a stir, the Unitree R1. We're basing our discussion on some great material that really digs into its features and its potential impact.
Yeah, it's definitely got people talking.
So our mission, if you will, for this deep dive is pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
We want to figure out what makes this R1 tick, why it's such a standout, especially that low price they keep mentioning, and its, well, frankly, surprising agility.
Right.
And also, who is this actually for? Is it for researchers, hobbyists? Who's the target audience here?
And I think that ties into why it's generating so much buzz. It's not just another robot. The excitement seems to be around this idea that it could fundamentally change who gets to work with advanced humanoid tech.
Democratizing robotics, maybe?
Something like that, yeah. Making it much more accessible.
Okay, so let's dive in. What exactly is the Unitree R1? Well, it's the latest humanoid offering from Unitree Robotics, a Chinese company.
They've been making waves for a while, especially with their quadruped robots.
Right, like those robot dogs. But this is their humanoid. And the absolute headline grabber, the thing everyone mentions first, is its, quote, extremely low price.
Yeah.
Compared to anything else out there with similar capabilities, it seems almost unbelievable.
It really does make you stop and ask how.
Exactly. And just to give you a picture, size-wise, it's about 1.21 meters tall, so roughly 4 feet. And it weighs only 25 kilograms. That's what, 55 pounds?
Which is incredibly light for a humanoid robot.
It really is. It looks quite slender, almost minimalist in its design.
Yeah.
That definitely contributes to that lightweight feel.
And that low weight ties back into the accessibility point, doesn't it? It's not just the cost. A lighter robot is potentially easier to handle, safer in some environments.
Good point.
But connecting back to the price, it's crucial to understand this isn't just about being cheap. The sources suggest Unitree deliberately designed it to open the doors of advanced automation to a wider audience.
So a strategic move.
Precisely. Think about what this means for bipedal androids. You're getting complex movement, you're getting intelligent dialogue capabilities, all at a price point that was just unthinkable a few years ago.
Yeah, absolutely.
This could put humanoid robots within reach of, say, smaller university labs, maybe even high school robotics clubs, places that could never afford the six-figure robots.
That really could change the game for research and education.
It expands the pool of people who can actually do hands-on work, experiment, innovate. It genuinely feels like it could level the playing field.
Okay, but here's the kicker. Despite that low price, this isn't some bare-bones machine. Our sources call it a concentration of technology.
Which implies it's still packed with features.
Exactly. It has 26 joints. Now, that might sound like just a number, but 26 joints mean a lot of articulation.
Yeah, that allows for very complex movements.
Right, flexibility in the legs, the waist, arms, even the head. It allows for that fluid, almost human-like motion we look for.
That dexterity is key for anything beyond basic walking.
And it's not just a moving mannequin. It's got brains, too. It uses a large, multimodal language model.
Ah, so AI-powered interaction.
Yep. It can understand voice commands in real time, and it uses its cameras to interpret visual information so it can see and hear and react accordingly.
That multimodal aspect is really important for natural interaction. It's not just responding to keywords, it potentially understands context better.
Makes sense.
And if you look under the hood, technically speaking, it seems built for this agility and dialogue. It's got an 8-core processor working alongside a graphics processor.
A GPU. For the movement calculations, probably.
Likely, yeah. That combination allows for those smooth movements and quick reactions we see in the demos. It runs on a lithium battery, giving about an hour of activity.
Only an hour. We'll come back to that, I'm sure.
We will. It also has a binocular camera, 2 lenses, which gives it depth perception, crucial for navigating the real world.
Like human vision.
Pretty much. And 4 microphones for picking up sound clearly. Plus, modern connectivity, Wi-Fi 6, Bluetooth 5.2. It really does make you wonder how they packed all that in at this price point.
It's impressive tech for the cost, no doubt.
So speaking of those movements...
Right. Because you might think, okay, budget robot, probably a bit stiff, maybe clumsy.
That would be the natural assumption.
But the Unitree R1 seems to completely defy that. The videos, the demonstrations, they show it doing some genuinely surprising things, like full-on cartwheels.
Cartwheels, really?
Yes, and handstands, quite stable ones too. Throwing punches with some force, even running, including downhill, which requires incredible balance control.
Wow. Okay. That's
Uh,
not what you'd expect at this price. That's dynamic agility.
Exactly. It really shows off its coordination and balance, that super agile label they use. It doesn't seem like just marketing hype based on these demos.
No, that kind of dynamic movement, especially in this price bracket, is genuinely impressive. It really highlights Unitree's focus here.
Hmm.
They seem to be prioritizing a movement-focused platform.
Build the body first, maybe?
Sort of, provide a really capable physical base. Now, obviously, the question remains how consistently it performs these feats in, messy, unpredictable, real-world situations versus controlled demos.
Sure. Always a valid question with robotics demos.
Absolutely. But the raw physical capability demonstrated, that's a huge selling point, especially for researchers and developers who want that agile foundation to build their own software and applications on top of.
And it's not just about the cool moves. We mentioned the AI system. That enables voice recognition, image processing.
So it can understand commands, see its environment.
Right. It makes it interactive, aware.
Uh-huh.
But beyond that, for the builders and tinkerers out there, this R1 is designed to be developer-friendly.
Ah, customizable. That's key.
Very key. It offers software and hardware customization options. So you're not locked in to just what Unitree gives you.
Uh-huh.
You can adapt it.
Which opens up tons of possibilities for specific research or applications.
Exactly. And get this. There's an EDU version, stands for education, I assume.
Makes sense.
That one comes with upgraded hands that can actually grasp objects.
Mm-hmm.
The standard ones are more basic. And it has a more powerful computing module inside.
Okay, so they're explicitly targeting the research and education market with a higher spec, but presumably still affordable options.
Seems like it.
And that developer focus, that customizability, it really defines the R1's niche, doesn't it? It positions it perfectly as this affordable test bed for research teams.
Yeah, or a teaching tool.
An amazing teaching tool for universities or even advanced STEM programs. And of course, for the tech enthusiasts, the hobbyists who've dreamed of a humanoid robot but couldn't justify spending, $50,000 or $100,000.
Right.
It really hammers home that this is a tool for serious work and experimentation, not just a toy.
Okay, so let's try and sum up the pros and cons here, based on what we've discussed and what our sources say. The big advantages.
Price.
Definitely number one. That game-changing affordability. Then that impressive agility we just talked about.
Lightweight design, too. Easy to handle.
Good point. And the interaction seems pretty intuitive thanks to that multimodal AI.
Yeah.
Plus, the big one for many, highly customizable for developers.
A flexible platform.
But there are downsides, or maybe limitations is a better word. The standard model's hands are basic, no complex object manipulation there.
Which limits its immediate usefulness for many practical tasks.
Right. And that battery life, about 1 hour. That's not very long for continuous operation.
No, that definitely raises questions about using it for anything prolonged, like household chores or long-term monitoring. You'd be recharging it constantly.
It feels more suited for short bursts of activity, like specific experiments or demos.
Which leads to the big question everyone asks about humanoids.
Mm-hmm.
Can the Unitree R1 actually, do my dishes? Replace a human for household tasks?
And the answer seems to be, not really, at least not this version.
Yeah, the sources are pretty clear. The base model isn't designed for complex stuff like cooking or cleaning. The hands are a big part of that limitation.
And the autonomy level.
Yeah.
It seems the base model is mostly remote controlled.
That's the indication, yes. Though autonomy is definitely possible with further development, especially using those EDU versions with more compute power.
So it confirms what you said earlier. Unitree is offering a movement-focused machine, ready for you to customize and program, not an out-of-the-box home helper.
Exactly. It's a platform, not a finished appliance.
Okay, so how does the R1 stack up against the competition? Because the humanoid robot space is getting crowded.
It really is. Lots of players emerging.
But when you look at the price comparisons, the R1 just operates in a different league.
It seems so.
Like Unitree's own G1 model is around $16,000. Their higher-end H1, about $90,000.
Big jump.
Huge jump. Then you've got the Tesla Optimus. Everyone's watching that one. Expected price is maybe $20,000 to $30,000. Still significantly more than the R1 seems to be aiming for.
And the really high-end industrial ones.
Yeah, like Agility Robotics Digit that can be $100,000 or more for enterprise use.
Okay, so when you lay out those numbers,
It becomes crystal clear, doesn't it? The R1 is targeting a much lower price point.
it really positions itself uniquely. It feels like a genuine attempt at democratization, making humanoid tech accessible to researchers, students, enthusiasts, people who were completely priced out before.
It's potentially opening up innovation to a whole new group.
That seems to be the core strategy, and it's fascinating to watch.
Well, that pretty much wraps up our deep dive into the Unitree R1. We've seen its groundbreaking affordability, its surprisingly nimble movement, and how it's really built as a platform for developers.
It definitely feels like it's setting a new benchmark for accessibility in this field.
So sure.
And thinking about that bigger picture, as these kinds of agile, more affordable robots start showing up more, it really makes you wonder, doesn't it, what new possibilities open up?
Or challenges too, perhaps.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
How might they integrate into, research labs, educational settings, maybe even niche parts of our daily lives down the road? The potential paths are really interesting to consider.
Definitely food for thought. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive. And hey, if you want even more AI news, insights, or want to explore thousands of AI tools, definitely check out AIxploria.com.
Yeah, great resource.
It really is. Everything AI, all in one place. Thanks for listening.